Hi y'all, it's Diana again. How y'all doing today? So, if y'all have not subscribed to me, you need to do so. And hit the like button after the video's over if you like it. And hit that notification bell so the next time I put something up, you'll get a notification. So how y'all doing? I wanted to explain one thing. I've had a lot of folks to comment on all my sexy tops that I wear. I don't actually wear these tops in public because I don't show cleavage at 63 years old. Uh, and I don't show my shoulders. But I like them and I wear them around the house. But I thought they would be cute on videos, and I've had a lot of folks to say they liked it. So I'm just answering a comment. So I really don't have a topic for tonight. It's Thursday night. I normally go on Thursdays to Columbus to have lunch with my friends, my friend Judy and a bunch of girls, and Pat and Elaine and some others. But because of this coronavirus, we've suspended that for until things get better. So who knows when that will be. Of course, we talk to each other online a good bit, but I don't foresee when we'll actually see each other in person again. And that's sad because I really looked forward to my Thursdays and my lunch with the girls. And they are a very nice group of ladies. And I'm sorry that I keep looking down. It's like I'm maybe reading something, but I'm not. It's just when I draw a blank and I don't know what to say, I look down to try to gather my thoughts. Uh, and I keep doing it. You know, people do a lot of different things as a nervous reaction. And mine, because I'm not gotten used to talking on camera again, and I never was too awfully good at it. I could do a crazy Granny Mae where it doesn't really matter what she said or does, but with my own self, I try to make sure that I don't look stupid. And I have looked stupid a lot in my life. It's just the way it is. You know, I'm bipolar, and I am Aspergers, which is a part of oh God, cut. You see, I draw a blank, and that's part of the Asperger's. I just draw a blank, and I don't know what to say. It's really embarrassing sometimes. The first time I was on television, I was on Good Morning Meridian in Meridian, Mississippi. I was asked to come in and bring my Santas as part of the Christmas in July celebration. I think it was 94, 95. I can't remember exactly the first time I was on Good Morning Meridian. But I had no idea it was live. I thought that they taped those. And I didn't find out they were live until I was ready to go on, and I was freaking out. Because because of the Asperger's, I draw blanks sometimes. And that's the way I would do when I was in school, and it'd be time for a test. I would know all the information, but as soon as they said, begin the test now, and I'd draw a blank and I wouldn't remember a thing. My IQ test always said that I was capable of doing more than I was actually doing. And probably if I had been tested in private with a verbal test, I could have done good. But because of it being that kind of test with everybody else, I always done bad. So that's just part of my condition. And that's the way it is if I'm in a group of people talking, and it's really hard for me. When I did my Granny Mae and I did my stand-up comedy, the only way I could get through it was to completely know exactly word for word of what I was going to say. I was practiced. I knew exactly what I was going to do. But if somebody had stopped me in the middle of a performance and I would have to start over or start into where I left off, I wouldn't have been able to have done it. Luckily, it never happened. I was able to always go through, and I had my routine down to where it really appeared natural, as if I was saying what I was saying at the spur of the moment. But it was all practiced out. I couldn't have done it. And I've not ever done good in large groups of people because I get nervous. And when I get nervous, I cannot understand a word that's being said to me. I do have a hearing loss. Uh, I've had it since I was a young woman. I was in a club, Scorpio's Lounge in Charlotte, North Carolina, uh, about 1975 or 6, and I was standing too close to a big speaker that was in a box that was huge, but I was standing right next to it. I had my drink sitting on it, and I smoked then. There was probably an ashtray on it, and all of a sudden it got really extremely loud, and my eardrum burst, and I passed out. But even before that, I would get nervous, and I couldn't hear a thing if somebody would be talking to me. And like I said, that's part of my condition. And we all have our monkeys on our backs. You know, we have to to learn to deal with. Uh, Doing videos is a little bit easier than talking in person because after a while, you know that if you don't like what you see, you can erase it and start over. I'm not going to erase or delete this because I want you to see exactly what it really is for me. This is the way I really am. And so I'm not going to stop and edit this or go back and start over. Um, it is what it is. I do sometimes appear to be a snob. It's because I'm nervous and I try to be prim and proper. My mother always taught me to be nice and to be sweet and to be quiet and to be a proper person. Whether that was a lady or a gentleman, she taught us how to act in public. I don't think a lot of people are taught that anymore. How to act and what to or not to say. Not that everything that I was taught was good. I know whenever I was growing up, I always loved to hug and kiss my relatives, my aunts and uncles. When I got to a certain age, my father stopped me one day after I had just hugged and kissed my aunt. And he waited until she got out of earshot and he said, "You have to stop doing that." And I looked at him like, "What are you talking about?" He said, "You're too old for that. Boys don't kiss and hug people." That was the way he thought it should be. And that's the way it was. And it's in the back of my head whenever I go to hug somebody or give them a kiss. I still hear him say, that you're too old for that. You're not supposed to do that. And I'm naturally a hugger and a kisser. I'm an affectionate person. But I feel that in the back of my head, and I have to tell myself, it's okay. you can do that. But it's funny how we can be conditioned by things that happen to us as we're growing up. And we have to learn to try to get past those things. That some of the baggage that I carry with me, my trusting other people, my trusting men who, because men were always mean to me growing up as a child, and in a lot of cases, men who know my situation can be rude to me now and not want to be around me because they don't think that I have a right to exist. And so you have to deal with those things in your head on a regular basis. And you have to learn to get through it. So that's some of the things I wanted to share with you tonight. And I will say goodnight now, and I might come back later and do another video if I feel like I have something to do, to say, to offer. So good night.